just letting you guys know you can listen to my No Bleeps podcast anywhere you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to this Bill Sesh Sunday special. Today we are talking about Cole Kerrigan pretending to be the person that Ava Louise said was hooking up with Kanye West, Noah Beck talking about the Bahamas vacation backlash with Charlie, Dixie, and Chase, and the Ace family getting called out for going on vacation and not wearing masks. Let's get into it. So the first thing that I definitely want to talk about is all of this Kanye West Jeffree Star drama. There's been some more revelations and definitely something that you guys should know, which is that Ava Louise, the girl that did make that original TikTok saying that Kanye was hooking up with a very big beauty guru who was a male, she said it was fake. She said that she literally was bored and that she made it all up. So there's literally like no merit to what she was saying. That's pretty much what she is saying now. And I mean, were we really going to be believing someone that licked the airplane toilet seat during a pandemic? I would hope not. But Cole Kerrigan decided that he was going to play into all of this mess and also try to get people to believe that he was the one that she was originally talking about by trying to convince everybody through these fake DMs and text messages that he indeed had met up with Kanye West before and that they had met up at a hotel and done things. And I'm just like, Cole, why are you doing this? Ava had specifically liked comments that said that she was talking about Jeffree Star in particular, so his story just made no sense at all. That was not who she was talking about. It was literally all made up. One of her friends actually leaked a voice memo of her saying that it was all fake, and then she ended up just putting it on her own TikTok and admitting that she had lied about it.
Really not even getting sued. I made this entire scandal up. There is literally not one bit of truth to anything I have said. I just tricked the entire world into talking about me again because I was on a lot of on board.
And that's on being an icon. We all had fun though, didn't we?
So now you guys know that that story is 100% false, but I know a lot of people did get a kick out of that entire story. But anyways, the next thing we are going to be talking about is the fact that Noah Beck decided to speak on this Bahamas vacation that he took with Charlie, Dixie, Chase, and a few other influencers went as well, including their photographer Bryant. They all took this vacation to the Bahamas and they were very careful not to post on their own social media of them in the Bahamas, but a lot of fans saw them and were taking pictures of them and videos of them at the hotel that they were staying at, and so people started to find out that they did in fact go to the Bahamas, and people were very, very upset about it because there were videos of Charlie having come out on her TikTok live saying, don't go outside, it's really selfish to hang out with your friends, you should be staying safe, we're in a pandemic.
Please, I'm asking you, please stop being so inconsiderate to others, because you may think, oh, this isn't going to affect me, there's no, it's not that bad, whatever. You're thinking, oh, you're a teenager, you're immune. You are putting other people at risk.
And so for her to go on a vacation with her friends in the Bahamas, everyone was just like, why? People were very, very upset, calling all of them out, and none of them addressed it until now. Noah was interviewed by Pop Galore. It is a paparazzi YouTube channel, and they interviewed him in a video titled Noah Beck Reacts to Bahamas Trip Backlash with Dixie D'Amelio, Charlie D'Amelio, Avani, and more. I didn't know Avani went on the trip, but this title is saying that she did. Let me just say that he was pretty vocal about defending the trip for someone who tried to cover up the fact that he even went on a vacation and traveled at all, because none of them were posting where they were. And it wasn't like they were trying to take a social media break or anything like that, because they were posting, but it was against a white wall in the hotel room, really trying to make it seem like they weren't actually on vacation, but they really were. When Noah was asked about this trip, he literally said, it is what it is. You know you messed up when your response to going to the Bahamas is, it is what it is. You're not even sorry that you went. You don't regret it at all. You don't think you did anything wrong. It is what it is. It just honestly got worse from there, because he said, and I quote, I think especially the business we're in, it's you need some time to kind of disconnect for a little. That's what that was meant for. It was just a little trip to get away. Let's let that sink in, you guys. Honestly, I think if anyone deserves a break right now, it would be the essential workers putting themselves on the front line and have been working through this pandemic, risking their lives, some of them working longer shifts than they've ever had to work in their lives, not seeing their families, quarantine away in hotels. But no, oh my gosh, Noah Beck really needed this trip because the business he is in is just, oh my gosh, I mean, wow. It was literally essential for him to go on this vacation. I mean, come on, Noah. Like, the fact that he's saying, especially the business we're in, it's like you need some time to disconnect. I think a lot of people feel like they need to disconnect from work. And just because you're an influencer doesn't make you special. I understand that they get a lot of hate. There's a lot of eyes on them, but there's a lot of people that are struggling right now. And I'm pretty sure a lot of those people wish they could also escape and go on a vacation and kind of forget about a pandemic for a little while. So a lot of people did not like the fact that he said this. And some people were even saying if he needed a break, he could have just deactivated his accounts and stayed in his mansion, because a lot of the people that he went on this trip with, Charlie, Dixie, Chase, him, they all live in really massive homes, literal mansions, $1 million homes. And a lot of people right now do not have that luxury of being able to quarantine in a home that is that luxurious. And for him to say like he needed to get away and that he's already living a very, very privileged life is just not sitting right with a lot of people. He did say that they took a private jet to the island where they stayed in a cabana and it was secluded, and he said that no one was really near them and that there was only a few times they went to the water park, but they weren't at full capacity at the hotel, so barely anyone was there. All I have to say about this was they were spotted with a ton of fans, so the fact that he's trying to say that there was no one near us, I mean, there were so many times that they were seen with fans. So, I don't know, Noah. This interview just should not have happened because it made you look really bad. Everyone was already mad that you guys went to the Bahamas in general, but this interview right here definitely did not make any of those people feel like, oh yeah, great, have fun. Now, Insider did report on this entire interview, and they inserted this advisory from the CDC, and they said, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has advised against travel during the pandemic, which can increase your chances of spreading and getting the virus. Postponing travel and staying home is the best way to protect yourself and others from the virus, the agency says in its guidelines. Also, I'd like to say LA is very bad right now, and that's literally where they flew from. And as a lot of people are saying, just because you test negative one day does not mean that you're totally out of the woods and you're good to go. But speaking of vacations, our favorite family, the Ace family, has yet again gotten themselves into some trouble. Ace family fans are very upset over their last video. It is titled, Bye LA, We're Moving to Mexico. And I'm sure you guys can tell right now, they're going to Mexico on a vacation. A very, very big vacation where they are taking this big group with them from LA to Mexico. Literally, things are so bad in LA right now. But let me first say that I'm going to tell you guys what I have been hearing, because before I even watched the video, I was already hearing chatter about this video and the Ace family. And one, people were upset that they even took a vacation at all, and then people were also mad that they weren't wearing masks during this vacation, and also saying that they were acting like because it is a new year, 2021, everything is over and fine, which obviously it is not. And you guys, it was honestly just that pretty much when I watched the video. Here's kind of a breakdown. So they flew on a private jet with a lot of people, and they didn't really wear masks on the plane. I know they were eating most of the flight, and you can't really eat with the mask on, but they didn't really have a mask on during the flight. The staff that was working on the private jet did have a mask on, though. They wore them when they got off of the plane and got their temperatures checked when they got to Mexico. And once they were at their rental house that they were staying at for however long that they're going to be on this vacation, it was masks off for Catherine and Austin, that is for sure. Some of the family members did have their masks on, a lot of them did not. But the staff was fully masked up, and honestly, a lot of people were really bothered by the fact that they were not wearing masks when interacting with the staff, and the fact that they were just like walking around the premises with no mask on, acting like suddenly, since they're on vacation in this house, this secluded area, they could just take their masks off and act all normal. That is something that people were really pointing out in the comments section and on TikTok. And the whole vibe of the video was honestly them just being so happy that it is the new year and that they could do this trip. They do, in the video, go on a tour of the entire house. They have no masks on. Like I said, they're just walking around the house. There are no other guests at this house that they're staying at besides them and staff. They're not the only ones in the area though, because they were waving to two people walking by them on the beach, and Austin was like, hi, like, we're your new neighbors, basically. The house is absolutely so massive, and the whole vibe of them showing it off is nothing new for the Ace family. They love showing off what they spend their money on, but people were just particularly upset because we are in a pandemic, and they have seemingly decided that because they have money, they can pretend like there is no pandemic, there is no risk to traveling, when there is still obviously risk involved in traveling. And at the end of the video, Austin says 2021 should be about changing mindsets and feeling like them being there is really great for them to start 2021, and everyone in the world just needs good vibes. I think this definitely just didn't sit right with people, because you can't just really wake up in the morning and be like, oh my gosh, good vibes, like forget the pandemic, because this is a very real thing, and this is things that people are dealing with. They're suffering from it, and they can't just go to Mexico and kind of forget about their problems. So people were saying that they were spreading a bad message and just calling them out for not wearing masks and disrespecting the staff and not keeping the staff safe and putting people in danger. And their audience is really young. Their audience is children. People that subscribe to them are very, very young. So they just think that they are not putting out a good message towards little kids. I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments down below about this and everything else we talked about today. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Thank you.